Right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Um, Now we're going to after our unboxing video, we're going to do our first brew. So what we're looking at is a 70-gram full dose recipe. So we're going to do a half carafe, which means we will need 35 grams of coffee beans, ground down to the to the to suit a filter coffee machine. So I have the Breville dose grinder here. I have it set on. There's a presetting for filtered coffee. So I have that set, which is going to give us about 11.4 second grind time. And I'm also going to weigh out the amount of beans that I need to grind, so then I know I've got the exact amount. So, and then we're going to put it through the machine and make our first brew. So let's get this opened up and get some coffee beans going. So I'm using my favourite blend, which is from Killer Coffee. I'll try that again. So I'll zero our scales. This is all new to me, so it's the first time for everything. So what we're looking at is 35 grams of coffee beans. That's 10. I probably should have put this in a container. So we have 28 grams, 32, 34. Right. Well, that's given us 34.9. So that's pretty well what I'm after, or well, what I'm going to try. So, okay, so the next step is to put that through the grinder and see what we come up with. So drop that in. We'll hit grind. So that's gone down pretty quick, so it might not even get rid of all the beans. No, I'd say it hasn't. So we know we've got 35 grams in there. So we'll do that again until it clears. There we go. Just let that run down. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is to prepare our filter basket. So our filter paper, which I forgot to get out. So, all right. Well, let's just pause this for a sec. All right. So we've got our filter out, our paper filter out. So we've folded in the perimeters like they suggest, and it's our filter basket. So let's open that up and get it nestled in there nicely. So, and then we will get our coffee grounds out. Now we know we've got 35 grams here. So pop that inside the basket. Now this is sort of just, I'm only just doing this for the first time, from what I can remember from the instructions and from a few reviews that I've watched. So we now have our coffee set, and we've also got a required amount of water. 1.25 is the maximum, I think, for the tank. So we've gone 600, a little bit over 600. So we'll get rid of some of that. Well, we actually took that down to 500, so we're based on a litre of water. So okay, so we've got our coffee in. We now put our recommended amount of water in to the tank, and this will be a learning curve for us, as it being the first brew, as I mentioned. So just about everything is a basic, I suppose, to start with, so we can find our feet with our tastes and our flavour profiles for to suit what we want. So all right, our coffee's in now. Apparently, well, not apparently. What we need to do now is just select the half carafe. So you've got a switch down there which is full, and then you go across to half, have your water in, your coffee's in, filter's ready to go, and you just hit the start button and she should start brewing within a few minutes. So right, yep. While she's starting up, I'll get a cup ready to right, well, there she goes. She's started brewing. And we might just take the top off that so we can see what's going on with it. And I reckon you might need to give this a bit of a stir around we seem to be all right. Well, no, so it's a learning curve, so we'll just let it do its thing until it's used up its water, and then we'll see what she tastes like. So ordinarily we would put some cold milk in it. I think we might put a bit of steamed milk in it, so we won't know what this is going to taste like until we actually get to try it. It seems to be quite nice and quiet. It's not making a great deal of noise or anything. So now this will automatically stop once it's finished brewing. And because we've got the half carafe or the half jug selected, it's actually adjusting the water flow for itself. It's doing it a little bit slower. So I think there we go. Our water's just about done. So we can still hear that dripping into the jug. So we might let that go until we know it's stopped. So we'll let that go for a couple of seconds, and then we'll come back to it. Right, so that's now finished. That's now finished brewing. The water tank is empty, and it's turned itself off automatically. So now it's just a matter of removing the jug and pouring our coffee. So it's quite possible that's made up a 500ml brew, because it's used all the water, and depending on the strength should be pretty well, not too strong, maybe not too weak, but as I said, this is a first. So we've also got the Oracle Touch fired up alongside us, so we'll do up some steamed milk to do with this instead of putting cold milk in it. Right, so that's that going. That shouldn't take too long to get going. So in the meantime, we will take our jug out, and we will have a little bit of a look, see as to what we've got here in the way of strength and coffee. So pour this in. And this is by no means the same as espresso or anything like that. This is well, that 3/4 filled that, and we'll just give it a little stir to get the sugar through. And have a bit of a taste of it on its flat. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's got a nice body to it. I can actually taste quite a bit of the flavour. So we might put a drop more coffee in this just to top it up. So by all accounts, having a 500ml of water in there, it should give us probably 2 cups of coffee out of this. So let's get our milk prepped. We'll just get this steamed milk. Now I've not gone for a cappuccino frothed milk. I've gone for more of a latte style. So we'll let that auto purge. And just give this a little treatment, which is what we normally would do. So I've got, we'll have a bit of a look before we leap. So giving that a bit of a swirl to get rid of most of the bubbles. So let's have a bit of a look, see as to what we've got in the cup. It's not really going to. All right, so we've got nearly just under just over 3/4 of a cup, so probably 200ml or something. So I'll give this a little bit of a swirl, and this might just cream it, make it fairly creamy. Okay, so let's just top that up nicely. Now this is all to do with taste. I mean, you might not like it perhaps as strong as what this is. Who knows, I might not even. So let's have a look at the end result here. So we've just put some nice steamed milk with it. And that is nice. That's a nice brew of coffee, smooth. And now when I've done used the Killer Coffee blend before through espresso. The taste profile between the two is still very good. You've still got that nice flavour through it. So I'm saying that's it in a nutshell. We used 35 grams of ground coffee, and I measured that out, so I knew I had a half ratio. So if you were to do a full carafe, then you would go 70 grams of coffee. The variation for that would be if you were to do a full jug, use a slightly less amount of coffee going in, then you wouldn't have it as intense, wouldn't be as strong. It might be slightly milder, depending on your taste buds or your taste preferences. So if you go on a full jug, you go maybe as high as 75 to 80. Then you will, and still pass the same amount of water through it, you will have a slightly more intense and stronger flavoured coffee. So a bit of a quick look inside the brew basket. Now that's gone. That's just about used most of it. So then you would simply just discard your coffee filter and whatnot, and wash everything out before you go and redo it. Now that hot plate will keep the coffee hot for 40 minutes after it's finished brewing. The water has gone through and used all the water. So on that note, if you like what you see, and I will be perhaps doing some more videos of different variations as to what you can do. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, hit the notification bell for future uploads, which I will be doing. And if you're interested, please do subscribe. We're always looking for new subscribers, for people to benefit from what I post. So on that note, thank you for watching.